Will a jailed Arvind Kejriwal boost or hurt Aam Aadmi Party's prospects? Will the AAP benefit from the sympathy factor? How do voters view Kejriwal's arrest? These are some of the questions I'm going to raise. The sympathy factor when a leader is jailed. Does it really work in politics anymore or not? We're asking this question at a time when Sanjay Singh reports just coming out say he's at the residence of Arvind Kejriwal meeting Sunita Kejriwal, the wife of Arvind Kejriwal. You can see those pictures playing out there. Joining me at this moment on our talking point, Rahul Verma, fellow at the Center for Policy Research. Abhinandita Mathur is Aam Aadmi Party's spokesperson, and Sanju Verma is the BJP's national spokesperson. Before I come to you all, I'm going to play what I believe are this graphic that tells you how have leaders done after arrests. When they get arrested, what happens to their political careers? George Fernandez was arrested famously ahead of the emergency in the Baroda dynamite case. His image of him in chains made him the face of anti-emergency movement. So he became, actually his fame increased once he went to jail. Indira Gandhi, arrested in 1977 under a Janta government for political corruption. She returned to power just 3 years later, used her arrest very artfully to create sympathy for her, emerged as a martyr of sorts. J. Jayalalitha was jailed in 1996 in a corruption case by the DMK government, but returned with an even bigger majority in the subsequent elections. Convicted in a corruption case and then was, as I said, became Chief Minister. M. Karunanidhi, arrested in 2001 in a flyover case by the AIDMK government, but returned to power 5 years later. So these are all leaders who made comebacks. What happened on the other side? Lalu Prasad, former Bihar Chief Minister, quit as the Bihar Chief Minister in 1997 after being named in the fodder scam, made his wife the Chief Minister, and his career never quite remained the same, although he's still very much in politics. Sukhram, former Union Minister in a Narasimha Rao government, was convicted of corruption in 2011, sent to a 5-year jail term, did not really realize then his ambition of becoming a Himachal Pradesh Chief Minister. Shibu Soren, former Jharkhand Chief Minister, was sentenced to life term in a murder case in 2006. Quit as minister, was acquitted by the Delhi High Court, but never again really became the Shibu Soren of old. Om Prakash Chautala, former Haryana Chief Minister, was sentenced to 10 years jail in a teacher recruitment scam that virtually spelled the end of his career. So as you can see, there are various factors that play out, whether you can make a comeback or your career is over. Rahul Verma, let me put you on the line. What happens to Arvind Kejriwal? Does Arvind Kejriwal survive to win another day, or is his political career as a result of this on the back foot?
Short answer, depends. And it largely depends on what Arvind Kejriwal will choose to do once he comes out of the jail. Hopefully, given the sort of like interim bail order that has been delivered in the case of Mr. Sanjay Singh, Aam Aadmi Party leadership is going to think that same principles are going to be applied to both Manish Sisodia and Arvind Kejriwal, and both of them will be out soon. Unless they are out of the jail and they can mobilize cadre, mobilize other opposition party leaders, sympathy has to be constructed and created. Nothing in politics exists without being constructed. So if Aam Aadmi Party and opposition voters think that they can make issue of vindictive politics by the ruling regime BJP and they should be punished by voters for it, they have to create that politics. And just to add, a couple of days ago, India Today and Sea Voter had done a snap poll on this issue, and it seems the opinions seem to be divided. Yes, there is a large number of people, close to 50%, who think that Arvind Kejriwal's arrest is a sign of vindictive politics. But what is not clear that among this 50%, how many are going to stand with the opposition party and Arvind Kejriwal in a couple of weeks from now, vote for them, and then rally behind them on the streets.
Right.
Unless that happens, the chances of this like slow sort of like drizzle is going to affect both Aam Aadmi Party and Arvind Kejriwal's politics.
I'm going to play some of those numbers, Sanju Verma, to you. We did a survey, a quick survey from the C voter, and that seemed to suggest that there was sympathy for Arvind Kejriwal. Not overwhelming, but there was substantial sympathy also there. Would you concede, therefore, that you run a risk if Arvind Kejriwal does get early bail? Sanjay Singh has got bail after 6 months. Should Arvind Kejriwal get bail, let's say just ahead of the Lok Sabha elections in Delhi, which are in the third week of May, is there a fear that he could get sympathy? Is that something that should worry the BJP?
Okay. Rajdeep, I'll answer your question, but please bear with me for just about 10 seconds. These are famous lines from one of my favorites, A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens, where he says, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom, it was the age of foolishness. It was the epoch of belief, it was the epoch of incredulity. It was the season of light, it was the season of darkness. It was the spring of hope, and it was the winter of despair. 2024 will go down in India's electoral and political history as being one of the most bitterly contested elections, because while for some, like me in the BJP, it is the spring of hope, which I'm looking forward to. For the likes of Kejriwal, for the likes of Rahul Gandhi, it is the winter of despair that they need to look forward to. For somebody like me, and for anybody who believes that India's democracy is a level playing field, for anyone who believes that under Narendra Modi, we have a vibrant and fully functional democracy, it is the age of wisdom. And for those who believe कि लोकतंत्र खतरे में है, गणतंत्र खतरे में है, संविधान खतरे में है, it is the age of foolishness. Having said all this, I will just make one very important point. And I've learned this from you. I've heard this in many of your electoral analysis. I think there are three things which are very important when you look at a neta. It could be Kejriwal, it could be Narendra Modi, Rahul Gandhi, Lalu Prasad Yadav, what have you. A, track record. B, grand vision. C, the ability to be able to translate vision into reality. But most importantly, I think what is very important for a neta in today's times, especially when there will be so many first-time voters in 2024, I think it is the 3 C's: chemistry, charisma, and connect. Because I have heard Rajdeep Sardesai say so many times, politics is not about arithmetic alone. You can have, the numbers on your side, but if you lack charisma, chemistry, and connect, you're not going to be making a good politician, much less a great neta. So tell me, Rajdeep, even if I assume that, all goes well and Arvind Kejriwal, gets bail sooner than later, though I'm not entitled to crystal ball gaze and say what the future beholds for him.
30 seconds more.
My simple logic is this. Look at the audacity of an entire cabal. Look at the audacity of an entire cottage industry of YouTubers and op-ed writers. Rather than questioning, चोर से सवाल नहीं किया जा रहा, थानेदार से सवाल किया जा रहा है. कातिल करने वाले से सवाल नहीं किया जा रहा, कत्ल करने वाले से. But
Madam, your time is up. I heard you very patiently. I gave you complete uninterrupted time. In fact, you're saying that questions are being raised against the government and not against those who are in jail. But the sympathy, many believe, is flowing from what the Indian Express has also said today, and this was first put out on India Today, the washing machine. The number of leaders who post-2019 have joined the BJP, cases against them have gone, while the opposition leaders go to jail. Now, could that result in sympathy? Abhinandita Mathur, is the Aam Aadmi Party clutching at that hope that somewhere there will be sympathy because Arvind Kejriwal is claiming to be victimized? He said that in court today also, that I am a victim. But at the end of the day, he has to get not just bail, he has to be acquitted. If he is acquitted, then you could call for sympathy. Otherwise, he will still have the shadow of the Delhi liquor scam hanging over him.
Rajdeep, the BJP has made our job very easy, especially in the last 1 week with Arvind Kejriwalji's arrest and this sort of toxic narrative and victimizing themselves. I was amused when I heard Sanju Verma speak, and she was saying almost like BJP khatre mein hai. You have power in the center, you have all the money, you have all the might. Aap khatre mein nahi hai. In fact, wo CCC aap bol rahe the. I was thinking, BJP or Narendra Modi is actually about having the money, the media, and the mafia, the people who give you electoral bonds ka chanda, the, huge tragedy liquor trade mafia that you're giving tickets to. Media, of course, everybody knows, and which is why poor YouTubers have to make programs to enlighten each other. And money, again, everybody knows, and how you vasulo it also we know. From your surveys yesterday, Rajdeep, which were actually very positive for us, and the big takeaway for us was that one, people of Delhi and people in India like and respect and have faith in Arvind Kejriwal. Two, BJP lies utterly exposed. Their vindictive politics, their love for corrupt politicians, their exploitation of misuse of the agencies, everything that they touch, literally turns into rubbish at the moment. We are at a very critical time and BJP stands exposed. Ye 56 inch to corruption nahi karne dunga वगैरह सारा corrupt को अपने party में ले आए हैं. It is just not working. And the third takeaway for us is that the voters do change their behavior and they do change their minds. And if it was not true, then all this 400 par ke baad, they would not be so nervous. The BJP would not be so nervous. Why I say this is, look at Delhi. Delhi gave Aam Aadmi Party a chance. They gave Aam Aadmi Party another chance. They were still voting for BJP in the MCD and they switched. Because they had seen what the BJP can deliver. They also saw what Arvind Kejriwalji's government was delivering, and there was a shift. And there will be shifts like this because, like I said, the more the BJP speaks, the more, intoxicated they are in their power. People are able to see. There are people from the BJP, there are supporters, hardcore supporters, from the BJP who call us and say, "Ye ati ho gayi hai, ye bahut zyada ho gaya hai."
Let me
About
take
Arvind
that.
Kejriwal,
Ma'am, just stop a minute.
He had said it jokingly.
Ma'am, I've given you equal time. Ma'am, your time. Sanju Verma, there is a word in Marathi, since you are also from Mumbai, atti zhala ani hasu ala. It literally means that when you cross a certain limit, people start laughing about it. Now, I can tell you what happened in my park. My park has a lot of BJP supporters and they still will vote for Narendra Modi, they say. But they say what the BJP is doing to its opponents by jailing them in the manner that it is, while BJP is accepting the likes of Janardhan Reddy and many others who have had corruption cases against them, is not the way the BJP should be. Does all of this worry you at all? That there could come a time, if the Prime Minister now says, na khaunga, na khane dunga, someone will put up Janardhan Reddy's picture. Are usko to khane de rahe hain. Are you worried about it or not?
Rajdeep, I don't know if my voice is audible because I can hear a lot of background static noise.
No, it's always audible. Please go ahead.
Okay. When I hear the Aam Aadmi Party spokespersons, earlier I used to get agitated. Now I find their false
Answer my question, please.
I'm answering, Rajdeep. Do not get so irritated, please. You're nice for the first 5 minutes and then you start showing your true colors. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. So, I find it funny. I find it hilarious and tragically so when Aam Aadmi Party spokespersons, इनका अस्तित्व खत्म हो चुका है. There had one Lok Sabha member in Sushil Rinku from Jalandhar. He won in a by-election. And even he abandoned the Aam Aadmi Party and joined the BJP. You sit here and you curse Narendra Modi, Amit Shah, JP Nadda, all that is fine. The fact is you're unable to keep your flock together. आपने मराठी में कुछ कहा.
Can the Prime Minister, ma'am, just a minute. You didn't answer my question. Can the Prime Minister today really say na khaunga na khane dunga when Janardhan Reddy is taken into your party, when those who've been accused in the Colgate scam are taken into your party, when those who are accused of irrigation scam are taken into your party, when those who've been accused of real estate scams are taken into your party? I just asked you a straight question. I want a straight answer. Na idhar ki baat karna udhar ki. Answer my question.
Rajdeep, you had a lengthy monologue under the garb of asking a question. I don't want to be heckled. जवाब सुनने की हिम्मत रखिए जब
बिल्कुल है
आपने
मैम।
सवाल पूछा है
बिल्कुल।
तो भी हेकल मत करिए
बिल्कुल।
because before you start saying you have 35 years of journalism हाथ जोड़कर बड़ी विनम्रता से listen
answer
to
my
my
question.
response. I'm answering, don't get so uppity, Rajdeep, with me. Thank you. I'm answering your question. Rajdeep Sardesai will ask Sanju Verma, and this is my response to you. Like it or take it or leave it. Rajdeep Sardesai will ask Sanju Verma about Ajit Pawar. Rajdeep Sardesai will ask Sanju Verma about Narayan Rane. Rajdeep Sardesai will ask Sanju Verma about Janardhan Reddy. Rajdeep Sardesai will ask Sanju Verma about Subhendu Adhikari. Rajdeep Sardesai will ask Sanju Verma about perhaps in the next debate, Vijender Singh, the same Rajdeep Sardesai, he will not ask about Manish Sisodia. Then he will ask about the bona fides of ED. Rajdeep Sardesai will not question Arvind Kejriwal. Tab Rajdeep Sardesai will raise questions about the bona fides of the ED. Rajdeep Sardesai will not question Satyendra Jain. Rajdeep Sardesai will not question Shahjahan Sheikh. Rajdeep Sardesai will not question Partha Chatterjee. Rajdeep Sardesai will not question Anubrata Mandal. Rajdeep Sardesai will not question Premoday Thakha. Rajdeep Sardesai will not question Somnath Bharti. Rajdeep Sardesai will not question K. Ponmuri. Rajdeep Sardesai will not question Udaynithi Stalin.
Ma'am, this is whataboutery.
Will question the BJP.
No. You claim to be a party with a difference. No. You claim to be. No. 1 minute, ma'am. Ma'am. Now you've made your point. It's a very strong point, which I think Anandita needs to answer. You see, Anandita, while you can go on saying washing machine, the fact is that if people are, I made this point earlier to you, until they are acquitted, they will दाग तो लगेगा ना. दाग आप पर तो लग गया है. You all claim to be an anti-corruption party, and all your leaders, several of them are in jail. So it's somewhere you want sympathy, but will you get sympathy only when you come into the debate with clean hands? You will have to get acquitted. If Kejriwal is acquitted, he will get the benefit. Otherwise, he may not.
Rajdeep, first, I have to quickly respond to Sanju ji's performance. I was very amused. She said, Sanju Verma se aap ye pooch rahe, Sanju Verma se ye pooch rahe. Arey, to Sanju Verma should answer. A journalist is doing his job. He's asking the same tough questions to us. And you are not answering them. Instead, you are doing this funny performance on primetime news. We're supposed to have logical debates so that this country benefits collectively move.
Sanju
Yes,
Verma,
I will answer.
let us speak. I will deal with her. Please answer my question, Abhinandita.
I'm answering. Yeah. To answer your question, of course, we will be acquitted. There is no doubt about it. And as far as sympathy is concerned, there are 2-3 things that are working very well for us. One is that the people of Delhi have not only seen Arvind Kejriwal and his clean governance. If it was not for his honest governance, then the people of Delhi would have not got the benefits that they have got. Then people of Gujarat would have also got them. Then people of Maharashtra today would have also got them, but they're not getting them. The reason why we are able to improve public health, public education, public transport, give free transport to women, give free electricity, give free water, make like landmark sort of
Ma'am, you're not answering my question.
Governance where the world is.
Ma'am, you're not answering my question. Your party came to power on anti-corruption.
That is where
you all said sab neta chor hai. You came to power on anti-corruption. You still have several of your netas in jail. Until that changes, do you agree it's going to be tough for you to get back public sympathy? That's all.
What I'm saying is, I agree. I'm saying that there is no problem with our sympathy. In fact, thanks to the BJP, the people are feeling that injustice. You yourself said that in the park, the experience you had in the park. I'm telling you that there are a lot of BJP supporters, regardless of whether they will call us, whether they will vote for us or not. I'm telling you today that most of them feel what is happening is not all right, and what the Prime Minister is doing to the country is not all right. And that is what is important. It does not matter. We know that the BJP will love to be in power. They will stoop down to the level of Chandigarh mayor elections as they did, that they will do whatever. I'm sorry, Sanjay Verma, the emperor has no clothes.
Madam. Okay, voice down. You see, Sanju Verma, the fact is, I have another discussion to do today, and therefore those guests are waiting. Please appreciate that. and I will give Rahul Verma, who's been very patient, the last 30 seconds. Today, let Rahul Verma get. Okay, I'll give you 20 because otherwise you'll go and complain to me later. What is your final point? What is making Sanju Verma angry today?
What is making
Sanju Verma angry?
Oh my God, I'm not angry, Rajdeep. Come on. I'm just showing you the mirror and I'm showing the audience, the bare truth. I will just say this much. When Aam Aadmi Party sits here and says, oh, Kejriwal ka ye model hai, BJP dar gayi. So ye sun lo, BJP in Lok Sabha 2019 had a 57% vote share from Delhi. We had a 100% strike rate. We won all the 7 seats. And what about Aam Aadmi Party? Despite Kejriwal's bravado, you got 0 seats. You had a 0% strike rate despite a 18%
So
vote share.
आप डरते नहीं है, आप केजरीवाल से डरते बिल्कुल नहीं है. There is no question of being fearful of Kejriwal. Rahul Verma, should the BJP be worried about Kejriwal? A Kejriwal who's a leader who's known to use every occasion to somehow or the other take the halo of victimhood. Can he do it again? Very quickly. Rahul? Okay, Rahul seems to have been completely intimidated by the two strong women voices on the show, perhaps not getting my voice as a result.
No,
I
won't leave it there. I didn't hear you.
Okay, no, I very quickly, do you think Kejriwal can take political advantage or not, given his past? Very quickly in 30 seconds.
He can turn it into. BJP took a calculated risk in basically getting Kejriwal inside, arresting him just before.
Does the BJP fear Kejriwal?
So it's a calculated risk, and the risk is basically a sympathy base in favor of. Okay.